What's good, everybody? Welcome to episode 11 of Nerd Outlet.
669.
As always,
Views.
with me, Gabriella
Views.
Nathaniel,
Views.
and Gregorio.
May the fourth be with you.
Oh,
But,
damn, he ruined it.
What's up, everybody? Though,
That's what I'm here.
Even though it's gonna be May 6th when people listen to this,
Oh shit,
they're gonna be like May 4th and they're like, what the fuck?
May views.
Fuck these guys.
That's not right.
But how's everybody living? Hey, Greg, wasn't that Ratchet movie completely awesome that we
Oh
saw?
yeah, the movie that we totally didn't see.
Oh, because there
Even
was
though we were trying
there was
to.
a blackout at the theaters.
Yeah. So here's the
I've
story.
never heard of that.
We went to a movie theater to see a movie, and guess what? The power was out.
What day did y'all go? Sunday?
You think they'd have like a backup generator or something?
Yeah, we
dude.
went on Sunday.
Dude, I went there too trying to watch Keanu and it was blacked out.
What theater did you go to?
In GC by my house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we went to NCG.
I hope you learned
Yes,
just to
it's-
not see that movie.
Dude,
I heard
Keanu's
it was-
got a good
I heard
rating.
it was everybody I know said
Bro, Keanu
awful.
Reeves voice
Really?
act as Keanu.
Wait,
That'd be
does he
pretty
really?
dope.
As the
Yeah,
cat? No
yeah.
way.
He's
Like,
he's like
you can
meow.
you can confirm this. You've seen the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Bro.
meow, and he jumps up in the air like Neo, and it does like the pan around in slow motion,
But
like
it is
like
it
Neo
is
confirmed, bro.
it is like Keanu Reeves though, right?
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. plays
PS4
Keanu,
4K confirmed.
Yeah, dude. And they're like, damn, dude, these graphics are crazy. And it pans out into a TV, and you see a PS4 4K right there.
So what you guys are telling me right now is Keanu the movie was literally just a huge like ad for the PS4K.
Yeah.
All right, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
His name's actually Neo. It's not Keanu.
He illegally changed it.
Legally changed it to Neo.
Well, that's how.
No,
No,
last
no.
name, just
He
Neo.
went in the witness protection program because
He leaked
the other
leaked
cats
views
didn't
first.
like him.
First name Neo, middle name the, last name one. But so what's up? Nothing else? No other crazy blackout movie theater stories? Nathan, you didn't.
I blacked out. The
Oh,
theater
okay.
didn't. No, I didn't black out. No.
Dude, that views hit you hard, didn't it?
Views is hitting me hard, dude. But talking about that real quick. Everybody needs to just lower their expectations next time, and then they'll thoroughly enjoy the album because that's what I did.
Well, the
and,
ad was so big, dude.
well, I mean,
this
I was
album-
getting super stoked for it, but everybody's like, "Wow, dude, it's like Fallout 4 hype all over again." In my opinion, now Fallout 4 taught me a lesson,
Nah.
and I'm like, I'm a changed person now.
Why is Drake writing songs about girls again?
Yeah. Well,
Full of emotion though, Drake. Shout out, man. Thank you.
I'm just glad I'm not like. I like every single Reddit comment I saw on that album was like, dude, I'm like 4 tracks in and I've already texted 3 of my exes. I'm just like, hey man, sucks for those guys.
Dude, the subreddit Black People Twitter is nothing but views memes at this point. It's fucking fun.
Dude, I have seen a lot, dude. That one when it takes the lyric where he says changing the 6 to a 9 and everybody's freaking the
Did you
fuck
see the
out.
one where it's like Drake sitting outside, Nicki in the car, and then Meek on the floor on the leash?
But yeah, it's a good album. Good album. I think 9, You With Me is good. I love the views from the 6 beat at the end of You With Me.
Yeah.
That was dope as fuck. But hey, man, there's a couple other good songs. The only beef I had before we get back in the video games with the album was there's a little bit too many songs that had like a
Dude, it's this Dominican out of him.
yeah, I guess it's
I
that.
thought that too.
No, but like the songs, like
What up?
the songs just weren't that good. I
They're
was-
alright. Like one.
Dude, it's like when I
dance
go to the
and, like,
Mexican restaurant, every single song is doom
We go with the
with the
racism
drums.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know if I can sit here and let you just trash
It's
my,
like every
my
Jamaican
Dominican
song,
brother, Aubrey Drake Graham.
no, it's just too repetitive of songs for me. So, but anyway, enough of the views. Let's talk about video games.
Never enough.
Hey, so have you guys heard these rumors flying around about my dudes over at Sucker Punch working on Spidey?
Good.
What do you guys think?
Good.
Good.
So yeah, I mean, let's elaborate a little bit more. There are rumors, but I mean, there's nothing confirmed. Nothing's confirmed. They are strictly rumors right now that Sony has, of course, Sony owns rights to Spider-Man with Marvel. It would make sense that they could have a first party and be like, hey, we have a Spider-Man game and Xbox doesn't. And when you think of Superman, or when you think of superhero games, what do you think of?
shitty ones mostly.
Well, shitty one, but I'm talking about like something that's not a licensed product. You think of
Oh, yeah.
Sucker Punch and Infamous. So it makes sense. I don't know if it's real though.
It'd be cool if they can take the karma system from Infamous and put it into a Spider-Man game if they do this.
What, you're like killing a bunch of bitches?
No, for real. They can make this like an M-rated game, really like mature, like kind of what Arkham is to Batman.
I wouldn't
I
say.
don't think so.
I
That's
hope.
not Spider-Man.
No.
No,
I
it's-
doubt
I
it.
would say put more of a not a karma system, but more of a choice system.
You know what though? I was thinking about this too when it comes to the karma system, because I know that their karma system, especially in Second Son, was definitely watered down than from the second game. But if they were to continue with a karma system in a Spider-Man game, I would want it to not be Spider-Man though, because if they have you play as Venom, which is technically an anti-hero, a karma system would work.
I don't want that.
That's what
Why
I'm saying.
wouldn't Why wouldn't you want
yeah,
that?
why wouldn't you
Venom
want
is
the symbiote
awesome.
version of
Dude,
Spider-Man?
and honestly, I just don't want this to happen.
What, the Spider-Man game?
Not
Why?
a
Why so?
Sucker Punch one.
Why?
Because I just feel like Sucker Punch would.
I mean, out of all studios, all big brand name studios, Sucker Punch is the one I feel like could do.
but
it
I
the
want a
best.
new IP.
Oh,
I don't
understand
want. I
that.
don't want Spider-Man to be another a face for the PlayStation. I want a new IP to, or existing IP that's you bring it back to life. But I can't think of anything that's not a
Infamous.
platformer.
I just want.
mean,
I want more
Infamous-
Infamous.
I like
I
Infamous,
would love another.
but it's
Infamous.
not. I don't want one. We've had 3 of them, and they talked about how they had two other great ideas, and I would like to at least see one of those, or maybe they had another great idea throughout that time to be shown. And I feel like if you give a licensed game to a first party team, it's kind of a wasted talent in my personal opinion. You have an amazing engine that works really well with Infamous Second Son. Give that to a third party, like how they did Bloodborne with From Software. Bloodborne is a first party exclusive that From Software did as a third party. So I would say, hey, if you're going to take the license, get someone who can do a decent third-person game, give them the Infamous engine, and let them do it while Sucker Punch does their own new thing.
I mean, like, what studio? Would
I
you
feel like
trust
that's
with
what's
this?
most likely going to happen anyways. Like, I think Sucker Punch is working on a new IP. I don't know if it's Spider-Man or not, but it's probably not. And then
Honestly,
they're probably having somebody make another Infamous at some point because it's one of their flagship franchises.
I think the way it's going to go down is at E3, we're going to hear that Sucker Punch split into 2 studios a couple years back. One of them is making this Spider-Man game, and then one of them is
Well,
making
that would be
that
fine
might
with
be
me at that
a new
point.
IP.
But if we're basing this on information we know now that
They're
is
like pretty small
one
team,
studio,
though,
They were.
Yeah.
but if we're saying like, hey, there's still one studio, I don't want this to happen. If it's 2 different studios, like how we had Last of Us and Uncharted 3 being worked on around the same time, that makes sense. We can have 2 great products coming out and not have to wait 3-4 years to get another Sucker Punch game. And at that point, if that Spider-Man game is successful, they're probably going to have to do another one like Rocksteady with Batman.
No,
So-
yeah. If that Spider-Man game, which it will sell numbers, even if this thing is like a 7.5, they're stuck with Spider-Man with at least like 2 more Spider-Man games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another thing, though, when we talked about this earlier that I wanted to bring before we get to the next subject, or if anybody wants to say anything, the only thing, and then that's the problem, though, is what we just said. It kind of goes against what I'm about to say, but if they do a really good one, then Sucker Punch is kind of on the picture. Like, hey, they did Spider-Man. You're already going to get probably more people than any Sucker Punch games ever sold with the licensing of Spider-Man. Like, that alone is going to put Sucker Punch on the radar. If it's a good game, it's going to put them on the radar even more, like how people look at Rocksteady now. Like, even I know casual people who would walk into GameStop and they would refuse to get, like, or they hated Batman Origins because it wasn't Rocksteady.
Hey.
I mean, that could be the same with Sucker Punch. They could establish themselves with it, but it's like, I don't see them doing one of those, then jumping to another IP. Like brand new IP, because if that's successful, they're gonna have to be attached to that.
I honestly think though, if this Spider-Man game is successful, Sucker Punch has no other option than to branch off and make have two like studios.
I was about to say at that point, yeah.
I'm sure not like the whole team's not going to be on board to make a Spider-Man game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for the first game, most of the team will be because they're already used to making superhero games. But at the same time, though, after that game, I feel like they'll be fatigued with superhero games.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I bet you they feel fatigued. That's why I don't think this is true. That they're probably fatigued with Infamous already.
Honestly, too, yeah, I think too if they want to stick with superhero games, they'd rather do an Infamous game because they have a lot more leeway with whatever they want.
That's
to do.
another thing too. Like they're so good at they're almost how like Insomniac is with like making great weapons in their games. Like regardless of like what you think of like Fuse or Ratchet or Sunset, those all have awesome weapons. You're kind of taking away the great thing that is Sucker Punch with superhero games is multiple superpowers.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I mean, just thinking about the powers that Spider-Man has is just, it seems vastly limited compared to like Second Son or Infamous 2 or even Infamous 1. In that matter, it's less powers.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I hope that everybody over at the studio realizes like their karma system wasn't anything like game changing, but at the same time, it was nice to have a game with a karma system. And I hope that if they do something like that, they either choose Venom or they make their own new character to play as Spider-Man and he's more of an anti-hero.
Yeah.
A game surrounding just the symbiote
Would
in
be
general
awesome.
would be amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Carnage
saying.
and Venom and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
I'm totally open to the idea of a Spider-Man game. I feel like it's a good time for them to bring back those games because I feel like with all the iterations that they had and how they kind of at the end of like all the Spider-Man games they were kind of just pushing them out
Yeah.
to try to make money. But I think it's a good time with Spider-Man appearing in Civil War and then
People
with,
are liking it, supposedly.
like the Homecoming, his own standalone movie coming out. I feel like he's a popular superhero character
Already,
So-
yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea to someone to go after that. I don't know if necessarily Sucker Punch is the right developer for that, but they do have a nice pedigree with superhero games. So
All in due time. E3, we'll find out
Yeah.
everything.
I don't think that they're a bad developer, but it's like the thing that was cool about Infamous is like the thing is Spider-Man's a superhero. While like, we're talking about that karma system, the karma system lets you be a superhero or a supervillain. So I don't know how.
and I think Sucker Punch can do more than just a superhero game.
That's
They
what I'm
just
saying.
make really good like third-person action games.
Yeah, I'd love to see
So-
I'd love to see something else from them that's not superhero.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, this is almost like I say I don't want an Infamous game. That means I don't want a Spider-Man game. Like a Spider-Man game is just going to be like more Infamous for me, in my personal opinion.
No, I mean, I agree with that. See, honestly, the only reason I want a sequel to Second Son is just because I want them to close off that arc because they opened up the Infamous arc again for no reason. Like, honestly, if we never got an Infamous game after the second game, I would have been somewhat fine because
It's like you would want one, but like
Yeah.
at least you have a closed story.
you see, when it came to Second Son, it was another Infamous game, but at the same time, it wasn't what I wanted because at the end of Infamous 2, they make a hint like Cole is coming back, all this stuff. They don't even talk about Cole in Infamous Second Son. So it's honestly, like, you can't even say Second Son was for the fans. Second Son was just, honestly,
They just wanted to have an Infamous game.
Yeah,
on
just an Infamous game
PS4
on-
at launch or around launch.
or even to test out the PS4. Like, one,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like I
bet
was
you
talking to
$20
Nathan
it was
about
more Sony's doing than Sucker Punch is doing to make Second Son.
yeah.
Even though it looks like they had fun with it.
No, I mean, I bet they had fun because they finally got to play with more than just two powers.
Yeah.
But
That's what I'm saying. Like we have what 4, 5 powers, including the.
No, it's 4.
It was 4.
Yeah.
it was 4.
And then and then we saw the paper one. Would that include that they've had 5 powers in the game though?
Well, you really
4
didn't
playable.
see it. You just saw like hints of it.
Yeah.
It really wasn't fleshed out at all. Because like me and Luther, we thought at the end of that paper trail mission,
We were gonna
whatever,
get paper
we were gonna
powers.
get paper powers.
But you don't.
That's what we thought. That's what we thought DLC was gonna be, is additional powers.
Yeah, you literally are about to get up to her and touch her, and then she disappears.
That sucks.
Yeah. And then, see, that's another thing too. That honestly, if they never release anything ever again for Infamous, and if I could get a book, I'd be fine.
I was about to say.
Because all that stuff, all the lore they built around all the new conduits and Infamous 2. I know you and Greg don't give two fucks about Infamous and
I don't
probably
give two fucks.
Nope.
I mean,
Probably didn't read anything
give
about it.
8. I give 1 fuck, but you guys
A
give like
single
3
fuck.
fucks.
No, I mean, yeah, dude, I love Infamous,
Oh, yeah.
and I got caught up in like the whole superhero lore and how there was no more such things as like first generation conduits, which are conduits whose powers were like elemental based, like Cole had electricity. All the new guys were smoke and paper, wire, concrete, all that weird stuff. I'm just saying I would like to see them close that off, even if it was like just one more game where it's you find out that Cole is still alive and he's turned into like Magneto in some sort of way.
Yeah.
Dude, to be real with you guys, I'm just gonna break it down to simple things. I just want a Infamous game that plays out to be like X-Men.
Dude, no, honestly,
That's all I
this
want.
is the thing. This is the main reason, and I think I've just come to the realization of it. Why Infamous isn't my thing, like how it is with Louther and Gabe. It's because at the same time, dude, I had the Batman game, and Rocksteady just does better superhero games than Sucker Punch, in my opinion. Like, I mean, Arkham Knight was thoroughly disappointing.
Yo,
But it was
Nathan, what are you
only
trying to say? I
one
like
big
shitty
problem.
games?
I think Batman
Are you saying I
already
like
has a
shitty
lore.
games, bruh?
No, here's Batman already has like a lore as a universe built around it. With Infamous, like they have to build something.
No,
from
I
the ground up.
definitely, I can definitely say that Sucker Punch has more originality than that, but that doesn't like. I still think that like Arkham Asylum and Arkham City are better games than Infamous 1 and 2. Arkham City,
I put more time into Infamous 1 than I did in probably Arkham City and Arkham Asylum combined.
I don't know how you did that because like Arkham City. I mean, like
I
to each his
consider
own, to
Arkham
each his
City
own, man.
like one of the best video games. ever
Arkham
made.
City is one of the one
don't
of
get
the
me wrong.
greatest
See,
games. It's like
If
dude,
if I had to rate them, yeah, I'd rate Arkham City ahead. But do I like Infamous more? And will I defend Infamous saying it's a solid, good game? And will I bring up all the Wikipedia page that shows Infamous getting 8s and higher, nothing lower than 8s? Yeah, dog.
I mean, you could say the same about Asylum and
No, yeah,
City.
that's what I'm saying. These
Yeah.
are both good games.
Like,
I
but
understand
it's
that
like-
it didn't click with
It's
you
like
two.
Preach.
I mean, I wouldn't say this
Opinions.
now. I wouldn't say this now, but it's like,
I state
Valid
them.
opinions.
but it's like I want NBA 2K whatever more than anything that's NBA Live or whatever.
I don't want any more NBA games. I just want Shaq Fu.
Oh, a Spike.
Yeah,
I
Lee
need that. Or Spike Lee joint.
But I mean, that's my take on it. I hope they just do something new.
So
That's it. Infamous talk.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
That
infamous.
is that is infamous.
That's
That
infamous.
is infamous.
That was the infamous corner. Unless you have anything else you want to say, Gabe,
I love you, Cole.
McGrath,
McGrath.
and Zeke.
Nah,
Yo.
dude, fuck Zeke.
I like Zeke. I like Zeke.
No, dude, fuck
No.
Trish.
Oh, dude, fuck Trish. She's like, Cole,
anyway.
I love you.
Anyway, let's enough infamous talk for us. I can tell Greg's not pleased.
Hey,
Fuck
so
Knicks.
have you guys heard this this Call of Duty Infinite Warfare?
What? There's a new Call of Duty.
This year?
I know it's a little shocking.
But what's the Assassin's Creed?
We only get them every 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah, dog is like a baby.
This is a
wouldn't say
collab with AC.
It's like a baby.
It looks good.
Space,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, the space combat looks amazing.
Yeah, it just
Well-
keeps going more and more in the future.
I
But I
don't
like
know.
how y'all say it's like probably just one mission, which honestly
Yeah,
might be.
like
Oh,
probably
yeah, so
just
they
one
have-
If they
yeah.
just if
Yeah,
they just
so-
give me like 1-2 missions, come on.
Yeah, so
Commit to
we're
this
talking about
shit.
the
For real.
space combat for the people who don't know what we're talking about.
It's like it was Black Ops 1, right, where they just had you drive
you just
that
sit in the
stealth fighter.
cockpit, yeah,
Yeah, and
you
you're
don't even
it's like-
fly it really,
Yeah.
yeah. If they do that, I'm gonna be real
It's
pissed.
an on-rail
No, it looks
shooter.
That's
pretty
probably
good.
what it is. You're not gonna fly
Oh,
that ship, dude. There's no
I
way.
think you will.
You think so?
They
Yeah.
have to.
I don't know.
I think we will.
I gotta see more, but
No, I think it looks cool. And then that's
I mean, my first impression after the trailer was like, "Oh, look, it's Killzone meets Halo." Cool.
yeah, dude. Even
What a
like
splash
even
of
like
Titanfall.
dude, eat straight
Yeah.
up before they even
Sex
showed
and everything.
the actual like enemies that you're shooting. It showed that ship that was going above, and I was like, dude, that looks like a Covenant ship.
Yep.
It literally looks like a Covenant. Not even like Call of Duty's version of an alien ship. It looks like a Covenant ship. So I was just like, I mean, like you can definitely tell that they're not really hitting much with
Well, they ran out of
originality.
ideas at this point. How more can you continue playing this game?
I mean, dude, I definitely feel you. I mean, it'd be cool if they like Black Ops was cool and it didn't really touch. I don't think it touched much. I'd like a true Vietnam game.
Yeah. So
That's-
yeah,
that's
do
my
you think they
personal
should go
opinion.
back in time then? Like
I think they
forward to era
truly
or
should,
something?
especially after this one,
I agree.
dude. Like Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare. Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 1.
Well, dude, don't talk shit about Modern
Yes,
Warfare 2.
yes,
No,
Donald, what do you have to say,
I love the
Donald?
first two. I
Ultimate
love the first.
Warfare.
I'm saying like we've already
Rip
had
the mic.
that, and now Black Ops 1 was like, hey, it's a little bit in the future.
that's
but
pretty
Black
much what
Ops
this
2
game
and
is,
3
though.
are
No one wants
super
Call of Duty
featured.
Civil
Yeah.
War.
Well, this game pretty much is a civil war because it's like there's like a human faction
Oh yeah,
that's
versus
like
mechs.
colonists versus like whatever, like
Those
the
robots.
Earthlings.
I'd rather
or
play
whatever.
Chappie.
Titanfall. That's my personal
Which is
opinion.
what
It's
reminds
nothing
me
but
of
Chappie.
It's
Killzone.
not nothing but Chappie.
I am.
I am Chappie.
Wait. Wait, didn't they say that mechs were in it too?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
mechs.
there's mechs in there. All.
Dude, I feel like that's the new thing. Everybody has fucking mechs.
But I don't think these are ones
Mechs are
that
the new
you
dogs.
jump into though.
Yes.
Mechs are the new dogs.
Mac Fixix.
Nah, dude, it's the new fish physics in Call of Duty Ghosts.
Fish.
I will say this: it looks a lot. It already looks better than Ghost.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not by the same people who did Ghost though, right?
Yeah, it's
Ghost.
Yeah,
Infinity
this
Ward.
is Infinity War.
Oh really? Did
But-
you-
I thought
But technically, like
Sledgehammer did Ghost though, right?
No, Sledgehammer
No.
did
Sledgehammer
The
did
Advanced
Advanced
Warfare.
Warfare.
Okay.
Oh, I like Sledgehammer.
But this
I
is the cool
fucks
thing.
with
This is the cool
Sledgehammer.
thing.
Yeah.
Technically, you got to remember Infinity Ward basically almost dissolved after Modern Warfare, or in the production of Modern Warfare 3. I feel like that game would have been a lot better if that shit didn't happen midway through production. And that's when Sledgehammer came in and they actually helped out Modern Warfare 3, and then they got their own game with Advanced Warfare. But this is Ghost was the first time Infinity Ward, like new Infinity Ward, had their own game, and I think they learned their lesson. It was their first game to the biggest franchise in the world. Activision probably told them to play it safe anyway, so I feel like this is their first hey, we know what we're doing now. I have a little bit more faith in it, so I hope it's good. Also, it's the first time that Infinity Ward, old or new, is doing a zombie mode, and they said it's completely different. It is a zombie mode, but it's going to be different and have a lot more new features that the other zombie modes don't have. So it's going to be like instead of just being like a version, like a similar version of zombie, it is their own personal take on what
This
a
is the
zombie
first time
mode
they're
is.
doing like the new
Aliens.
development cycle though.
Do you what?
Because you know how every studio, because they have 3 studios now, they have like
Yeah,
a
and
2.
this-
Yeah,
yeah,
this is the
this
first
is-
time
They've had this
3 years to work on this game. So
Yep. Because Ghost was 2. They literally they were basically running with their heads like cut off when it came to Modern Warfare 3, and they had 2 years to make Ghost. Not much different than than the Chaos then. So having 3 years, it looks good. I'll tell you,
They're
the
all on
graphics look
3-year
great.
life cycles now.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
they are.
So I mean, it's just like Black Ops 3. I think people put a lot more expectation because they had to wait another year. And I think that's what's going to happen. And it showed with Advanced Warfare. I think it's a good thing. The past 2 games, wasn't Advanced Warfare the first game of the 3-year cycle?
Yeah, it was.
Because it's Sledgehammer, and they worked
Yeah.
with after Modern Warfare 3.
Actually, I want to say Ghost was the first out of the 3-year cycle.
No, it wasn't.
No, because that was 2 years after Modern Warfare 2.
Because Ghost was the first one to start off.
It was Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 2, then Black Ops 2, and then
Modern
Ghost.
But Ghost was just Infinity Ward though.
Yeah.
I want to say that
Yes.
when Ghost came out,
But it was
that's
the-
when they announced like, "Hey, this game was the first."
No, they're like
No.
after this
After
game.
Oh,
was
after
the
that
3-year
game?
announced
cycle.
it. They said the next game will be the first of the 3-year cycle, which was because what's their name? The guys that do Black Ops, Treyarch.
Treyarch.
People were expecting Black Ops 3 to be the year of when Ghost came out, or no, the year Advanced Warfare was supposed to come out. My bad, was supposed to be the year, and they came out and said Sledgehammer's doing it, so they were the
Third
first
time.
3-year. But
Bro, look at this host
I'm excited
right now.
for it. But
One thing, like one advantage Call of Duty always has is that it's like a complete package. You get
Yeah.
a campaign, you get a robust multiplayer, and now you get a zombie mode with it too.
And it looks like
this
they're doing
is
it for
coming with a
everybody.
remaster of
Yeah,
Call of
a
Duty
lot of
Modern
People
Warfare.
are just gonna buy this game for the remaster.
Yeah,
yeah,
That's
so
what
yeah,
this is.
there are a
so
lot of people that probably will do
Because they
that.
announced the remaster is not on sale unless you buy the game.
yeah, so
Yeah.
well, clarity.
For right
There's
now, yeah.
there's a standard edition that's $60.
Mhm.
Does not come with that.
Right.
Then there's the
$80.
Is it called limited? Whatever it
Yeah,
is.
it's
The
just a limited
$80 edition is the first tier that includes that, which is the campaign, completely remastered Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and
multiplayer
then,
and single player.
yes, multiplayer and single player, but only 10 maps from.
That's it.
Only 10 maps. I mean, dude, if it's the 10 best maps, I'm okay with that, because they were there were a few, especially if you're including the multiplayer, that kind of felt like, I don't know, dude, these are all right.
Yeah, but if you're remastering the game, give us everything, including.
I mean,
that's what I was thinking. I thought it was gonna be a whole, even the DLCs.
Well, it's kind of the thing of, do you want everything or do you want one thing? It's like Halo Master Chief Collection sounded like a dream, but at the same time, I almost wish it was just Halo 2, because I feel like a lot more people, regardless of the issues they had with it, would still be playing it because it's one game.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have 15 modes. We have Halo 2 mode, Halo 3 mode, Halo 4, and then this that has all these, and then this that has all these. You know, you can have one package that has like 5-6 game modes that are great.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to make the game last longer, in my opinion.
So I see that you guys are well versed in the knowledge of Call of Duty.
I mean,
So,
I mean,
I was
we grew up
wondering
with
if
it. We
you
grew
played
up
it,
with
yeah.
it, yeah.
Hey, that's.
Dude, Modern Warfare
I
2
don't,
is still
hey,
the best
I
Call
don't
of
give
Duty.
a fuck about if you guys grew up with Call of Duty or not.
Dude,
What I
fucking
want to know
High-Rise,
is
he's right there.
what you,
What do you want to
guys? What you guys think about
Ratchet.
Call of Duty 2, the greatest Call of Duty game of all time?
Call of
Not-
Duty 2. The
Dude,
like,
Call of Duty 2.
Yeah, the greatest.
No.
I mean, it's good. It's a really good
Yeah,
game.
That's what I.
It's better than 1. It's better than 3. But Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 1, I still think is the best packaged
Nah,
Call of Duty.
to me, nothing will top Modern Warfare 2.
Well, nothing will top Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, but
Not even the single player is good. No Russia.
it's really good. It's really good. It's not as good as Modern Warfare 1's campaign. Like Call of Duty, like, and you will remember when you like replay it with this remaster if you end up picking it up. Like, it is so good,
Yeah, Modern Warfare.
and the like how it makes it feel like a movie meets like really good story. Like think about every Call of Duty that has just horrible plot holes now.
Yeah.
Or like, how the fuck did you get to this? Like, you just got to stretch your imagination. While that one had, it was when Call of Duty was grounded still, you know? And it was the first time they were able to make their own story that wasn't attached to a real war. But
What?
Anyway.
What are you doing?
yo, get the fuck out of
What?
here.
We're linking mics.
Yeah, we're touching penises.
All right.
Huh, get the fuck out of here.
But so I hear you guys are interested in Call of Duty 4.
Remastered.
What do you think about this though? Paying $80 just to get that game.
I mean,
Is it worth it?
I mean,
I
it'll
think
be
yes,
worth
to me it is.
It'll be
You can't
worth it if
get
the
it anywhere
campaign
else.
for Infinite Warfare is
Garbage?
good.
No, this is the thing.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But like, think
The
about
game is
this.
good.
Think about this. Most games, what is a $70 game when you think of like Battlefield or Star Wars? You pay that extra $10 more. What do you get? Like, here's a few more packs you wouldn't have got if you bought it.
Right.
Like for $10.
No, as
For-
far as content, it's absolutely worth.
Yeah, for
$80.
content,
because
dude.
like I just said, you get a campaign mode, you get a zombie co-op mode, and you get multiplayer, and you get the remaster,
You don't get
Which
zombie
comes with
co-op,
which
mode.
is a single player
and
a
another multiplayer.
Dude,
So
you
it's
get
No,
like
see, that's-
two games.
That's why I'm asking you guys this. Because if you would have told me this was packaged with Black Ops 3, I would have done it because Black Ops 3 has zombies. While if this is an Infinity Ward game, all we're getting is campaign, multiplayer, and then another game. I mean, if you guys are fine with paying $80 for that, I'm
mean,
just
but
saying,
they're
what if
doing
I don't
another-
like Infinite Warfare?
Then
Well,
you have
then
a
you
better
have a-
game, which
but-
is
but you also
Call
have-
of Duty
You
4.
get
Zombies.
zombies and you get multiplayer.
Like, they're doing a zombies in this one.
In Infinite Warfare?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what we were
confirmed?
saying. Yeah, like, it's cool to see.
I mean, it's not
Finally,
gonna be good.
every single,
It's
every
probably
single,
gonna be shite.
Yeah, it's gonna be ass.
yeah, every single
I
developer
agree.
for Call of Duty by the time this releases will have their own zombie feature in the past 3 years, or ever.
I'm kind of over zombies though.
I'm not.
I like when
I feel like
Treyarch does zombies. I don't care about when
I don't-
anybody else does it.
No, I think they didn't they move on from that. and try
I mean,
something
like,
else.
dude, you
I
gotta
like what
remember
Ghost did
one
with the alien
Advanced
mode.
Warfare.
I think they
was-
should just have a standalone zombie game like Forget Call of Duty.
Same, but I
Yeah.
mean, like, whatever. Like, this is the only way you're gonna get it. And guess what? Everybody else is trying to do a mode that reminisces of that, or tries to have a package that's as addictive that isn't zombies but relates to zombies.
Horde mode. I mean, bring it back. to
But like, I
Gears.
mean, like, Horde mode's cool, but like, it doesn't have like people don't know it as much as
yeah,
Firefight, and Firefight isn't as known as zombies. Like, zombies is the biggest, like, when you're not talking about a like traditional multiplayer or a single player, it's the biggest mode I know. Like, I know almost everybody who plays zombies.
Yeah.
All my friends that don't play Call of Duty played zombies, and that's what zombies does. So it's cool to see another one. But talking about the $80, I think it's worth it because this is how I'd see it. I'd honestly pay $60 for a remaster for Call of Duty and having a steady online. I want to go back
like
to
they
this.
easily could have put that out as its own standalone remaster for $60.
They could have.
That's
And-
still $20 less though.
But on top of that, I look at it as this. I personally am paying $60, and this is just a case by case basis. I'm paying $60 for that, and I'm paying $20 for the Infinite Warfare. That's how I'm seeing it.
I mean,
Because I would have already bought that. At this point, it's like, dude, at this value, you might as well buy it at $80. And I'm not, and you know me, I'm usually a standard edition kind of guy. I think that's good, dude.
I don't see it. And then honestly too, like if you were somebody else, I'd be like, dude, Nathan, you're convincing me. But bro, I've seen how much time you put into Black Ops, and I saw how much time you put into Advanced
What,
Warfare.
20 hours? 30 hours?
Yes.
I put like 40 to 50 hours into Advanced Warfare.
I don't know. I mean, I just come,
now
I just come back
so hold
from
on,
back
hold
in
on.
the day when people used to play Call of Duty all year.
All year, yeah.
And
Well,
20
because
year,
what-
20
That's
hours
what-
is
that's
an
when
all
they
year.
were
And
good,
guess
though, and
what?
we're
And
getting
guess
that
what?
back.
Modern
Maybe.
Warfare 1 is going to do that again for me.
Will it? For real?
I think it truly will.
For
The
real?
only reason why
Did you
I
ever
just
play
know
Modern Warfare 4?
that-
Yeah, dude.
I mean, sorry, Call of Duty. Did you?
Yeah, but I mean, see, I didn't.
bro, you don't.
I never
I put
played it when it came out though. I already played it when it was already.
see when
it
I
was
had
like
it.
a year or
I got
two
it.
See,
old.
you missed out on the hype.
I got it
Yeah.
at lunch. I was playing that game when Modern Warfare 3 was still out. When Modern Warfare 3 came out, I was playing that and World at War and Modern Warfare 2 like back to back to back all the fucking time. And the only reason why I stopped playing those games like multiplayer wise is because they would just have cheaters at that point.
Oh,
Like-
dude, it's nothing
like-
but hackers at that point.
Yeah, a couple years after the game, they just don't really watch those servers anymore, and hackers come on
I
there.
showed you right when we went back and played Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox, and it was nothing but
That was
hack-
the sole reason why I stopped playing that game. And I don't want to buy it because you can check Steam charts and see how, like steamcharts.com and see like how many people are playing that certain game at the time and like what the 30-day like average is and what the peak is, and it's like a couple hundred people, maybe like less than 200 people on there. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy it
That's
because I can
crazy.
buy it for $20
Yeah.
like off sale, but I'm not gonna buy it if
Can't play on
200 if 100 people are online. Like that's the only reason why I haven't bought it on PC. So yes, I it's the only game that I've sat there and like eyed on PC as well, just to see like, oh, I hope this like gets a resurgence or something like that on PC, because it looks like we're not getting a remaster, but it looks like we finally are.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't play games like I used to. Like, I can say for a fact, Gabe, when we had Black Ops, dude, we were playing that thing like almost every night.
Yeah.
No
have
way
changed.
that could happen now.
Yeah.
Dude, I think
it's
Gabe
probably
has a
just-
legit job. I'm working decent hours now too. And to me, I'm just saying from personal past experiences, when I think of a Call of Duty game, it is honestly the only game where it's like, I'm paying $60 because I'm gonna put in a whole bunch of hours into the multiplayer.
Well,
And
that's you. I mean, like,
But hey, dude, everybody else I've seen who still plays Call of Duty, that's Call of Duty's like Madden and like those type of games now, where it's like, this is your game for the rest of the year. And that's how I honestly think the people who design Call of Duty want you to play that game.
But
and
you-
if I'm not doing how the developers designed for me to play this game, for me to stick in there, throw in the $40 extra for my map packs, I honestly
bro,
don't
but
want the game.
everything you're just saying is literally what you do with Destiny.
But you see though, I'm still playing Destiny. I told you I bought Advanced Warfare because I thought it was cool.
But that's what
and I
Call
had
of
fun
Duty
with it.
did for me then, and the fact
And
that
you
they're
think it's gonna
remastering
do
it,
that for you now?
I don't think it's new to as much, but I bet you $20 I will put like 50, 60, 70 hours.
50, 60, 70 hours honestly doesn't matter, dude. I've seen how you play video games. Dog, you could honestly put 20 hours into any game you wanted right now and then sleep all day tomorrow.
Bro, Fuse is
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out right now.
I'm just saying,
Chill.
me personally, like,
It's
if I-
because the maps aren't as good. The guns aren't as good. It's not as balanced as it used to be. That's why, dude. That's why Call of Duty is not how it used to be. It's still
For
good.
me, that multiplayer was just
The
like,
most
bar
balanced.
none, like better than every other multiplayer. Nowadays, that's
Yes.
not the case.
It's not the
not,
case
not in
anymore.
every situation. Like I would rather probably put several hours into Rocket League right now than I would a Call of Duty multiplayer.
But it's like Halo. Look how much hours I have in Halo
yeah,
right now.
or Halo.
hey,
I mean, I haven't played
dude,
in the past couple weeks because of school, because it's been like horrendous in these past couple months at the end of the semester. But I played for the past like 4 months. I've played Halo almost every
And we're
day.
gonna have all these other MOBA multiplayer games coming out. We got Battleborn, we got Overwatch.
Yo,
we
that's
got
another thing.
Destiny people are still playing. We got
Well, that's another thing too.
Division, which
Call of
people are
Duty
still
didn't
playing.
have this competition back in the
Exactly.
day. What did it have? It had Gears and Halo, and guess what? Those are only on one system. But even then, it had mass appeal, and it still does have mass appeal. But the thing is I'm also different than I used to be back then. Back then, I could only afford one game, so I did get Call of Duty because I knew I would always play it. Now I have disposable income. That way, I can play 20, 30 hours of a Call of Duty and justify that purchase.
I mean, dude.
All right. I'm just gonna end this right here. Okay.
No, you know, hey,
It's a value for your
Let's
money.
kill it.
Yeah.
It's a value for your money. You're getting lots of content, but if it's not worth it to you because
No, that's
you're
all
not
I'm
interested in
saying.
the multiplayer,
That's
then
all. That's the only
yeah.
point I've been trying to get across. Is like me personally, I'm not gonna pay $80 for a Call of Duty game. If I just want to see if Nathan honestly thinks that he's gonna get $80 worth.
Case by case basis, and in
from
this
Call of
case,
Duty?
I think I will.
Oh, hey, dude. If that's
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's what
I
you
know
believe.
I don't play games like I used to anymore, but that's just the change of times, dude. Like, my dad doesn't watch movies the way he used to watch movies anymore. It's because he's a different person than he was 4 years ago.
hey, bruh, it's 2016.
Yeah.
I got a mini computer in my pocket.
Well, that too. A lot
Let's
of
keep-
things have changed.
Let's keep this shit rolling.
Bro, just drop the mic.
So,
Please don't.
Please,
It's
please
expensive.
don't.
You spent good money on that, Mike.
that's our final topic.
Back to views.
How is it?
I wanted to hear what you guys what are you guys' opinions, thoughts, concerns on how you get your video game information. Do you guys like the more strict journalism, clear cut shit that my dudes at NeoGaf and Kotaku do?
Neo, okay.
Yeah, dog.
I
yo,
mean, no,
Ne-
you get information there.
Hey, dude, that's what I'm saying. NeoGaf is out here with the leaks, bruh. Or do you like my clowns
You play
over
it safe.
my clowns over at IGN who they'll chill on a rumor for a little bit.
Brian Altana.
Hey,
Comedy button.
Agent Bizzle, shout out.
Ryan Scott, what up?
Ricky Skizzles, what up, though? But just want to know though, how do you guys like getting your gaming information?
See, I prefer
Before-
a little bit of
yeah.
comedy. Because I
That's-
feel like if it's too
that's what I'm
informative,
saying.
it's too much information. I'm like, okay.
And
I
then
just get bored. I'm just like, I can't listen to this anymore. I
That's-
shut it off.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
This is the thing, though. When your everyday news, yes, IGN's going to be fine with that. Hey, something that happens in 3, IGN's going to have it up just as quick as GameSpot's going to have it up, as quick as Kotaku's going to have it up. But when it comes to like true journalism, and I feel like the second Colin Moriarty left IGN, they lost their last good journalist, in my personal opinion.
Whoa,
That's-
what about Vince?
Vince is a good reviewer. He's not a
But
journalist.
what about Max Scoville?
Max
He
Scott.
did-
What,
well,
yeah, what
name
about
one thing that he does.
Julian?
No, he's
what
an
about-
internet
sorry,
celebrity.
Sorry, yeah, what
he's
about?
just a host. That's
Yeah,
all
he's
he
an
is.
internet
Dude,
celebrity.
he's the face of IGN.
He's the face.
Yeah. Just like
Journalists
Colin was
are
at
not
the time.
faces of like
Greg
things
Miller?
particularly. No, he was not. He was an
No.
internet
No,
celebrity.
bro. Bro,
He reviewed.
blasphemy right now.
Well, but he reviewed.
Right.
Yeah, he
Reviewed
was a
isn't
writer.
like journalists go into the field,
Hearing right now.
find new information.
What is
Like
going
like
on?
like dude, this is the thing.
Holy
Like Kotaku, we wouldn't have known like any of the crazy things that have happened at Bungie if it wasn't for Kotaku pushing those leaks. They talked to those people. Like IGN, remember what was the last big thing IGN broke?
Yeah.
Nothing, because Funhouse is breaking everything.
Hey.
Yes, my everyday news. I want it to be comedic. I want it to be lighthearted, so I can take it in at a daily basis. But like all these big leaks, like Kotaku's amazing at that. NeoGaf's great at that. I mean, even GameSpot it's a couple times, but like IGN just doesn't break games. They're the play it safe. I mean, because they have to be, because they are the biggest entertainment gaming site.
Mhm.
But that's why they are a entertainment gaming site now.
No, you see, I like places like Kotaku when it comes to breaking things like Destiny. When you're just like, dude, what the fuck happened with this
Yeah,
game?
but I'm not
When
gonna
you see
read it every
everybody.
day.
Yeah, but honestly, 95% of the time, I'd rather go to my dudes over at Rooster Teeth to know and just watch like what happened today, because
Your daily news.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
For that
I
booty.
don't like searching for rumors anymore when half of them turn out to be fake. Like,
It's not even
does
turning
everyone
out.
honestly think the NX controller is going to be like that weird little tablet thing that
Handheld
people,
thing,
that people keep throwing around.
I mean, it was
I doubt
interesting.
it. No, I mean it's interesting, but at the same time, I've already seen so many of those stuff, and I honestly do remember back in the day when IGN used to do stuff like that, where it was like, here's this rumor, and then it turned out when E3 came out that 90% of those rumors were fake, and they're like, hey, just remember, take it with a grain of salt.
But I mean, like, you're looking at rumors, though. I'm talking about like true journalism, to where like,
Oh, but I mean,
like
most
we
journalism.
as a society, like as like gamers, we're like, dude, what the fuck happened with Bungie? Like, it seems like they went through development hell, and Kotaku's like, yeah, they did go through development hell, and I'm gonna find out why that happened. Like, IGN doesn't do that anymore, and then I'm saying like,
Investigative
yeah,
journalism.
you want your daily news. You don't care rumors, whatever. But that stuff wasn't a rumor. That was legitimate sources that they went out and found by themselves. And yes, that doesn't happen every day, but I still want that to happen, because we're never going to have answers.
Journalism's a big thing, and then to try to say that you can have journalism's in an entertainment media where it's people, grown-ass men like me and you, playing with fucking toys, I don't know if I want to have a video game journalist. I just don't think that's
So you're
possible.
telling me you would never want an article like that Bungie one, ever? You wouldn't care.
I'm saying that's cool, but at the same time, though, Kotaku had that one, and that, don't get me wrong, that is journalism at like its core. But I just don't think that if IGN were to be like, hey guys, like we've heard you guys, we were going to go more journalism based, I honestly think IGN would probably go bankrupt in like the next 2 months.
Well, yeah, because they're changing with the times.
Yeah, I mean,
what the question is, what you just stated, like, what do we think of it? That's my personal.
No,
take,
yeah,
like,
I understand. That's what I'm saying. What I think about it, though, I think it honestly doesn't have a place in video games.
You don't
I think it
journalism
does.
at all.
I think it does.
It's an industry that's just as like
it's an industry that's
up
bigger
and
than,
coming and respectable as the movie industry or any other medium.
I don't
makes
know,
more
man.
money than the movie industry. It makes more money than the music industry.
Hey, that's true. I'm just saying, maybe in a couple years it could suffice. All I'm saying is, video game, I feel like it's still, like you guys are saying, it's up and coming, and don't get me wrong, like it's cool that there's people trying to be like journalism, but I don't think that we should bash other people like IGN for going more entertainment and like going the more lucrative route.
I can agree with that because it's just finding your
Yeah.
what you are on the internet, like finding
that's
what
what I'm
you're
saying.
going to be.
I'm not bashing IGN for it.
I mean,
I can criticize them for it still. But
if I was IGN, I'd be crying right now.
what? Because they're basically BuzzFeed. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
I would. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't.
Whoa.
If I was IGN, I wouldn't want to be like called BuzzFeed.
Dude, I mean, dude, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't go on IGN as much as I used to. I
There's-
listen to their podcasts
There's things
because,
I enjoy though. There's things like what Ryan McCaffrey's doing with IGN First, where it kind of like what
dude,
Game,
well, you see, Ryan,
what Game Informer does with their like cover stories.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool if you like a new game's announced and you want to dive in deeper and discover more about the game. Those like are very cool articles. Especially with Game Informer because they'll like dive into concept art and what they were kind of like the whole design process and things like that.
yeah, I mean, that's journalism. So I mean, like, I'll retract that and say that Ryan McCaffrey is probably one of the last few people. It's like Dan Stapleton. I mean, you can hate him as much as you want, but I like his reviews because they're long form reviews. It's like, dude, like, I'm not just scrolling down to fucking find a score. It's like, dude, this is a long ass review. I want to see what this dude has to say about it.
Too much water.
Yeah,
I mean, I just think the gaming industry still has to come a little bit
Not
more
enough
before
water.
we can start getting like real journalism. Because I mean, like, look at Japan, dude. Most of those people still, like, honestly, I would bet money that I'd die and we'd still know nothing on what happened to Last Guardian. Like those 7 years, because Japan will just be secretive. Like Kotaku can send as many hard hitting journalists over there as they want, and they'll just stay tight-lipped
I mean,
because
that's like a cultural thing, though.
that's
Look,
what. But I think
it's-
I think that's also part of the gaming thing.
but you're also like, Colin did that with, was it Sucker Punch? No, it was
But
Naughty Dog. The history of Naughty Dog. That is journalism. That is true journalism.
No,
You're
yeah,
learning things.
And I
like-
know that.
But like, you're saying you wouldn't want like those either.
No, I'm not
'Cause that
saying I
was one of
wouldn't
the
want
last-
that. I'm just saying though, I don't think it's gonna happen because
But it's like,
I think it's just the way gaming is like just too secretive. Like honestly, the same thing with that dude who just left Rockstar. I don't think we'll ever find out about that. Amy Hennig, maybe, but I still think that'd be a decent amount of time to find out what happened
those
to that.
big wigs that like we know their names right now before they even leave the studio. Possibly not, but like things like Bungie, like, or things like Naughty Dog's history, or I think he did even Sucker Punch. Like those are the last few like big long form articles that I read on IGN or I read on like anything other than like some of the stuff that Kotaku or NeoGAF's been breaking lately. And I don't know, dude. I kind of miss it. Like it's I want my entertainment every single day, of course, but I also want something like history. It's cool to have history, and the thing is we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose because we are looking at this as a everyday thing and a very meaningless. Like we're looking at games in a meaningless perspective when it comes to entertainment. People are gonna look back at games, and we're not gonna have the respect that movies do or the music industry does.
Hey,
because
I agree.
People aren't going out of their way to find these things out about the music or the gaming industry. The gaming industry is secret because we're letting it be a secret. That's what it is. That's why I liked Colin.
I can't deny it.
That's why I like the dudes at Kotaku. They're like, no, we're probably not going to get as many views as IGN is or GameSpot is, but hey, we're going to do what we truly believe, which is journalism. And if there's people that truly believe that like we can find something on the side of journalism when it comes to video games, there's always going to be there's always information out there. People just got to go find it. That's my take.
Hey, I mean, I can't say shit about that.
I just feel like I said, BuzzFeed, man.
Bro, your emotions are bubbling up, man.
Yeah. No, it's a little too BuzzFeed for me.
No, it's too much views, man.
Too many daily fixes. Too many. Views, I mean, like
all the emotions.
That Drizzy
dude,
got him.
I don't know if you guys noticed. IGN's app autoplays videos now all the time.
On
when I'm scrolling down, like Facebook does, and BuzzFeed videos do on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
wait, on Apple?
Yeah,
because the Android app is still
well,
garbage.
And
it'll always be garbage.
You'll get that next year.
Nah,
when you get the update I just got on the
dude,
Android
I'll get that
version.
when IGN is like selling their company and they're like, oh, don't worry though, Android fans, we're finally giving you the latest version of our app.
And then 2 days later they shut it down.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say, Gabe? You're kind of quiet on that topic.
No, I mean, I'm agreeing with you that it is very secretive. I think it's for a reason. I think as an industry, like especially as a developer, you don't want to seem like your studio's in trouble, because that kind of means like, hey, is this game gonna be good? And you might not get as much backers, or your game might be like, oh, this game might not be good, and people might not even buy it on launch. So I think that's the reason why they keep things so tight.
But I don't think it's good even for. It's not good for us though to not have journalism, because it's like, then again, like the thing with Bungie, we figured out that Activision higher ups were like, no, we don't like your story. Start it over. You have a year to make it. And when that shit breaks, developers don't like hearing about that.
Yeah.
Or not developers, publishers. Like EA does not like hearing how some story broke and they look even worse than they did before. I mean, and that's why I think I honestly believe, like, stuff like that Kotaku article about Bungie is the main reason why Destiny 2 got delayed. Activision's like, maybe we shouldn't try to fuck everybody over like we did last time and make Bungie basically create a whole new story with what they had in like 9 months. And we figure that shit out. I mean, it's like the NBA. It's mostly entertainment or MLB or anything, but shit breaks.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that's the last thing we got to talk about, Louther.
Yeah, that's it. I just want to state one last thing, and I want journalism to be a thing in games, but I don't think it can ever be the way it is when we have people like, I don't know the guy's name, but the guy who went on his friend's podcast, and I understand like the stuff he said about Nintendo maybe wasn't the right thing to say, and then especially say that he was supporting, like he is the voice of Nintendo.
The guy that worked at Nintendo that got fired?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got fired.
Okay.
And then you also have Nintendo taking away people's videos off YouTube for streaming. Then you have all these embargoes, and then you have people out there who get paid for reviews. All I'm saying is, I don't want people to like
music too, though.
I was about to say that happens with music embargoes. What was the first thing you said about the gaming industry?
Oh no, yeah, the guy who got fired for like talking about it. I just don't want people to lose
or
their
like
jobs
Nintendo,
for
like
talking
taking
about
videos
stuff.
off the music. Think of like
Dude,
music
Sony
industry.
does that all the time.
Think of how many times you tried to click something, or someone posted a song from this label and that label said, no, fuck you, you can't have that, we're gonna sue
No,
you.
yeah, because I mean, you have to go through all those things with the music industry. I'm just saying the gaming industry shouldn't be like that. When you have all these other people
I mean, it
whose jobs
shouldn't.
are like Let's Plays, and then you have old school Nintendo trying to take away people's jobs, like, dog, they took our jobs.
Well, that's just Nintendo not changing the times. Almost every other developer and publishers kind of changed tides.
No, I know
Like
that
Nintendo's
too, but I mean,
always the last to fucking change shit.
I'm just saying though, because you said you wanted journalism because of like gaming history, and where is the gaming mecca? Japan. And if Japan
It's
is
not anymore.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
saying
I
what
disagree
I'm
with
saying
that
right
one.
now is
no, but I'm saying if we're talking about history based, like honestly, like what
Okay,
hip hop.
okay.
Where's the hip hop mecca? New York.
New York.
But would anybody say that now? Nah, dude.
But would anybody say that now? Right now, I'm
Well,
saying
no,
we
no,
will. But
but I'm
we will
just-
not. We won't lose our history from 20 years ago. We will lose the history 20 years from now. People will look back at 2016 and not know what the fuck happened in 2016 because no
You're
one's
too
breaking
busy
anything.
trying to make BuzzFeed like videos
Yeah.
on Facebook and
Oh,
Snapchat.
shit.
making
You
go
guys
to
are-
go to
you guys
go
are
to,
talking about that future
yeah,
shit.
Go to
now.
IGN's
Okay,
go to
okay,
IGN's
okay. That's what I'm
YouTube
saying,
channel right
bro.
now. Go to IGN's YouTube channel right now and tell me how many videos in the first 100
Clips.
that are
Making clips.
that are more than 5 minutes long.
We need documentaries.
Give me a second. Let me pop up my.
No,
IGN
we're gonna
Android
sit
app.
here and go through the first 100.
All right. So
Like other than like, did they?
there's a
even break
new
it?
third-person Star Wars game announced.
How long is that? How long is that video?
Respawn's working on it.
Oh no, it's just article.
Article.
There is a Grand Theft Auto 5 using Marvel Heroes mod to cause destruction. Okay,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. That's what it's becoming.
Yeah,
It's
it's like,
becoming this.
Here's
Hey,
this
check
mod,
out this
or
mod.
Here's
And
us doing this let's play, or
Like
Or,
that's why
hey,
I don't go on IGN as much as I used to.
You guys want some tips for Battleborn?
Oh, I would love some tips for Battleborn.
I got you.
Shut up.
I got you on IGN right here.
But
I
like,
thought you canceled your pre-order.
but like, did you ever? Hold on.
I pre-ordered another one, dude. I got
Before we
two
get
now.
off of this topic, though, did you ever watch Mitch Dyer on Kind of Funny after he left IGN?
Yeah.
He talked about like op-ed pieces and stuff like that. That is journalism. To where like that's cool that like you went to go see a game at E3 and you're like, you know what? I have a really like actually scary question about this game, like DLC or something like that. And it's like a whole like long form discussion on just a opinion. And you're not seeing that in IGN as much as you used to anymore. That's one of the main reasons why Mitch Dyer said he left. He's like, I'm just gonna go make video games then, because I can barely talk about them anymore. I'm doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Well, I also think it's part of like the generation now that we have, because we grew up with gaming. We were a lot older when IGN kind of started to become popular,
Mm-hmm.
and now IGN's like the biggest thing ever. And now we got little kids watching it, and they're they're not really in it for the
They're not
informative
in
thing.
it.
They're in it for the entertainment, and that's what they want. I think so. IGN's trying to accustom to that now.
I honestly don't even
I mean,
think
it's
a lot
fine,
of
but it doesn't really do anything for the industry. Like the
Yeah.
games are what matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's what matters. So writing about the games and getting that like as a history and as like a written.
But at the end of the
thing
day, they're
matters.
still a
But if it's
business,
just like a
and they
clip
need to
about the
get
game.
views in order to keep that business
Right.
running. And what
Yeah.
works is these
Yeah.
Let's Plays.
No,
yeah.
yeah.
At the
I mean,
time,
I
right now,
understand
that's
that.
what it's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's actually a lot of YouTube guys. In the past couple months, PewDiePie's done one. A couple of the other big gaming guys. I mean, regardless of what you think of them, have made videos on like, hey, YouTube's changed a lot since I've been in here, and this is what I'm gonna tell you about like how YouTube was back then to like how it is now. And if you read those, it's a lot of what we're talking about right now. Like a lot of people wanted more meaningful. Like, dude, I mean, it's awesome to have these like long form interviews with like Ken Levine, because I fucking love BioShock and I beat the game and I want to hear his theories on this amazing piece of art,
Mhm.
and you can't, it's getting harder and harder and harder to find, because
You can get inspiration from that.
you
I don't know
get
if you're getting inspired by here's a cool mod in Fallout 4. Or
Yeah,
look at
I'm
how
not
I
getting
made
inspired
my
by
character
it.
look like a
Yeah.
I mean, like, dude,
Jedi or something.
BioShock was one of the biggest things that helped me like creatively start writing, and like so I started looking at like things a little bit differently, like in society, and like people were like, "You got that from a fucking video game?" Yeah, I got it from a fucking video
'Cause
game.
it's art.
Yeah, it's art, and like the thing is the industry is not looking at video games as an art right now, and that's my biggest like problem with it. So that's my final take. I'm gonna say it. That's my final take. I'm done talking about this.
you guys can't see, but there's a lot of sixes getting thrown up.
Dude, nines nines. to get
From
into
people,
the house.
yeah, from people who aren't even on the podcast right now.
Where's your
They're
phone,
just sitting in
Q?
here.
So
With my nines
this was
at.
Pull
a
up the 6 on the phone.
very entertaining podcast.
Whoa.
I
Wait,
hope
you're wearing blue.
all you beautiful people listening enjoyed. And if you guys want to know more things about us, check out our Twitter at Nerd Outlet, our Instagram at Nerd Outlet, our Facebook at Nerd Outlet,
Well, it's facebook.com/nerdoutlet.
Facebook.com/Nerd Outlet,
Yeah, like the page, follow us.
our YouTube channel at Nerd Outlet.
Yeah,
Be on
subscribe.
the lookout for
Forgot
the
about that one.
collabo with Funhouse and the Creatures.
Yeah. And maybe kind of funny. Just maybe.
The creatures.
It's a creature. But still though, fuck Achievement Hunter.
Yeah, fuck Achievement Hunter.
Yeah, fuck Achievement
Fuck
Hunter.
Jack.
I'm throwing sixes,
Fuck
bro.
Jack.
Throwing sixes. How do you do it? Is that how you do it?
How do you do this?
Other than that though,
listen to
it
views,
was a
cry, get a
great,
bubble bath, get
great,
some scented candles, some
great,
petals on the floor.
great podcast.
Views.
And signing off, as always, your boy, Louther.
Just Louther.
Just Louther.
All right, guys. Looks like Luther signed off, so we're going to be talking now.
Yeah.
All right, later, guys.